I mean, sometimes when people look at you, you start at Houston, you start Dallas, you start this. They say, well, Becky, you're probably entrepreneurial. Would you agree with that statement? Or would you say, well, I'm not, but here are some of my strengths that has helped me as I built up this.
I think there's two things on that. I'm not entrepreneurial. Somebody said to me, I'm an entrepreneurial. So I am not one to just start from nothing, and make something happen. I'm not an originator in that form, but I definitely can take within an organization and then make it better and grow further from there. We talk about, I learned it from Bob Shank about originator, or organizer and operator.
Yeah.
And I used to think, even before I came to faith, I would stay at a job 2.5, 3 years, 4 years, and I would go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I'm 52, so back then, 30 years ago, it was like you weren't, what do you mean you change jobs every 3 years?
Yeah.
I know that happens all the time now. But I realized finally, after sitting under some teaching, that I'm an organizer.
Yeah.
I take this vision, I get it in a format, I create a book, I create a manual, and then I hand it off to somebody else to operate, and then I go on and then go organize somebody else. And I just have never been in a ministry or an organization that was large enough for me to stay in the same track.
Yeah.
I've always gone off somewhere else, but that is 100% what my gifting is definitely take that vision and then to be able to run with it and put it in a format that then can be replicated.
And I love what you said. It took time. It took time for you to realize that. And a lot of times I encounter different people who says, well, I want to know what my calling is right away. I want to know exactly what God is calling me. But sometimes he doesn't really realize that, but allows circumstances to dictate what that means.
And I think I had to grow up, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically. I mean, I remember at 20 thinking, if I don't have it done by 40, I mean, it ain't going to get done.
Yeah,
I mean, right? Life is over at 40. And when I turned 40, I remember I contacted my best friend and we've been friends since we were in 6th grade. And I realized at 40, I was at my highest earning so far at that point. I was at my wisest point. I was at my highest level of influence, and I had the highest level of freedom to be able to go and do. And I thought 40. I've just started the stride, and I've hit it. So it does take time, and so again, to be faithful where you are now, and God is. I mean, this is His economy. He's going to allow us to be faithful and successful in small things, and then He's going to give us bigger things. And sometimes it's not always the path that we think it's going to be, but it is always, as we continue to seek Him, it will bring us to the next level.